Be careful staying at Grand Palladium in Lucia, Jamaica, especially if you are a woman and you are by yourself. Someone that has access to my room tried to break in at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and the staff did nothing about it, which is crazy to me because they have so many good reviews and it's so expensive to stay there. You would think their security would be better than what it is, but obviously not. Someone definitely knew that I was staying there by myself and they plotted on that. And I just want to say be careful. That's why I'm making this video, because you never know who is watching you, who is plotting on you, especially if you're a woman and you're by yourself, just minding your business. I was here for an event that was cut short because obviously safety first. The guy that brought my luggage to my room obviously saw that I was by myself, and I'm not saying that he had anything to do with it, but I would have put it past him because obviously staff has access to every room. At like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I heard loud banging sounds and it woke me up. And I looked at my door and my door was open. Someone tried to break in while I was asleep. And the only reason why they couldn't get in is because I had the top security lock on. So they just gave up, left it open. And yeah, I called the people that worked there, front desk. They didn't care. At that time, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I didn't go to sleep. I didn't stay there another day. I got on the next flight out that morning. Like, I'm not playing about my safety. So if you're by yourself, please be careful because people are crazy.
So I saw this video in my newsfeed and I said, you know what, I'm going to do a video on this because now that a lot of people are getting in the whole vibes of traveling and it's more it's more of an experience now and it's more popular now. A lot of women want to travel, but they're afraid to travel, or when they do travel, they have this kind of experience. I am so happy that this young lady was smart enough to, barricade herself in her room, even though at the time there was no immediate danger. I will say this: when you are traveling solo, especially as a female, it is super important that you take heed. I am a solo traveler myself. I'm on 70 countries. Over 60 something I've done by myself. So that being said, I get that question a lot. Aren't you afraid? How do you do it? The first thing I will always tell my ladies: do not do anything when you're on vacation that you wouldn't do home. I know some of y'all ladies promiscuous and all that stuff. Don't do that. Don't do that abroad. Don't do that at home. Don't do that abroad. Don't take any drinks from anyone. That's how people spike your drinks. And next thing you know, you wake up like at a dinner party. You don't know what happened. So you have to be very mindful. Be nice, but not too nice. People are nice. Yes, you might meet some really nice stranger with pure intentions, but you can also meet some nice stranger with ill intentions. So the first thing you have to do is look about yourself when you're traveling and have a great time. Like, secure your doors. I have a whole Amazon list of the things that I use when I travel. Door lock is a must. One of my favorite is my camera that I can leave in my room and then watch on my phone. It's a very small camera. I also have my camera detector, which makes sure I go through the room to detect to make sure that there's no hidden camera in my room. Because again, Airbnb not 100% safe. Hotel's not 100% safe. So you cannot depend on anyone to take your safety first. You have to do that yourself. So one of the reasons why I decided to do a video on this video, because I've heard so many familiar stories like this where women go on vacation, people are breaking in their room, people are trying to break in their room, people try to spike their drinks, stuff like that happen. Now, what I will say again, if you're staying at a resort or you're staying at an Airbnb and you're on the ground floor, just be very, very mindful. Always lock those bolts, always set up some booby trap, make sure you're barricaded in your room for your own safety. Again, my gadgets, all my travel gadgets, my travel belts. I remember in 2017 when I was doing Europe by myself and I was in Croatia and I was buying corn from the corn guy in Croatia, and I lift my clothes up to take my money out of my money bag because, of course, especially that time it was winter. So it's easy to wear a money bag under your clothes, in winter because you're wearing coat and all that stuff. Now, it's a little bit harder if you're traveling to a tropical place or you're going to the Caribbean to, wear a money bag on you, but you can still wear it when you're wearing like clothes. Like, if you're not in a bikini or a tank top or something, you can still put your money bag. In all honesty, it was me coming to America and living in America that I actually started using credit cards, which is a game changer for me. It makes me now travel for free. If you want the hookup, how I travel for free now, like, I'm gonna drop some gems. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. But anyway, back in the days, I used to just go with cash. I had literally 6,000 euro cash on me when I went to do my Europe tour of 15 countries. But the point is, I have all that cash on me because I'm used to having cash on me, but I know how to hide it well. So again, don't feel like you can't travel because of these nightmare stories. You just have to be very mindful. Make sure you protect your surrounding at all costs. As a matter of fact, I'm going to drop again. Listen, grab my book before you book your flight. Grab my ebook before you book your flight. There's a lot of gems in it as well for solo travelers. So one of my recommendation is that wherever you travel, always reach out to your embassy. Always tell people where you're going. If you're going on a hike, if you're going out to party, when you're traveling alone, it doesn't mean you're alone. You can always share your location with people back home. You can tell them where you're going so somebody still knows what you're doing. Be careful of the people at the front desk because sometimes they do work with people on the outside. So when I'm checking into my hotels, even though I'm staying by myself, I'm always booking for 2 and I'm saying my guest is going to be here shortly. So listen, when I'm checking in, that person goes home, and remember, no, they're not going to work 24-hour shift. There has to be somebody else coming behind them. So guess what? Even if you didn't see my guess, the next person is the one that probably going to check in my guess. So I will never say I'm traveling alone. I will always say I'm traveling with friends. Okay, but I'm just doing tonight. You know, my girls are coming. There's always somebody. My boys are coming. Oh, I'm here with some guys too. Listen, never tell people you're by yourself because you leave yourself vulnerable. So there's just some tips. If you want me to drop some more gems about traveling and, you know, being safe, let me know in the comment section, and some topics that I should cover, because I'm definitely gonna start covering about my travel topics. Just that sometimes just, you know, when you just love traveling, just traveling and going with the business, sometimes I even forget to share. Like even though I'm like, crap, I didn't share my photos and videos from Abu Dhabi. I didn't share too much about Costa Rica. I didn't share too much about Ghana or Morocco. Like I need to start sharing more. Okay, so let me know which countries I should share more about and which countries I should do more post about. And again, what do you want to know? Listen, take my experience, all the mistakes that I've made, and turn it into your beefsteak. Okay, so comment in the comment section what topics you want me to cover about traveling and which countries. Okay, if I haven't been there yet, I'll tell you. But in the meantime, between time, I've covered enough popular countries that you can learn something from. All right, let me hear it in the comment section, and don't forget to hit that subscribe.